a sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mountaineers have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground. The Beavers offense will have the football first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him. And
oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week.
Oh, little space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State. Fit it in the window for the score.
what an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Gray. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Up to 44 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The Beavers are threatening in the red zone. Just a little off. Incomplete. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The RPO, it's complete. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Right on the money. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To throw, it's Gray. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, this, it's still a 14-point game. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Quick handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Let's go. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Finds a tight end down the gut. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Working that left side now. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Now this is a gamble here, going for it on 4th and long from their own 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He made the catch past the marker, but he was also past the sidelines. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. The field goal is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Beavers in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wants to go up top. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Beavers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll set up to throw. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice? And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Beavers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece.
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Got a man. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. Jumped on top of the pile. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. San Diego State showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give on the option. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. But didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Beavers are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
To the air, it's Gray. Zings it complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Finding an escape route.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out. And
Holds it in, the first down and more.
I love the patience by the quarterback on this drive, too. He's not getting greedy. He's not forcing the ball somewhere where it doesn't need to go. He's just taking what the defense gives him, and this offense, therefore, is matriculating down the field.
Here's the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the...
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Running into the open space. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
They want to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back-to-back incompletions and likely back to the air on 3rd and goal. They just keep firing. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Gray. He's got him in the flat. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. At long last, a red zone opportunity, their first of the game here in the 4th. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll take a shot. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
He makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.